reads Masashi, and he's like, all right, Orm's Chant resolves. And Masashi's like, I have nothing else, go ahead. And like Masashi was trying to bluff Neil, and Neil read it perfectly. And if Masashi had the Balancing Act, Neil probably loses that game.
And Neil has a counterspell.
And Neil has a counterspell.
Yeah.
He chose not to counter it because he did not believe that Masashi had the Balancing Act, and he was correct. Pretty impressive reading ability from Neil Reeves, and it'll be interesting to see how he is. So Adam Yurchik mulligans to 4, and his opponent goes turn 1 Thoughtseize and takes the Brainstorm. Adam Yurchik, disgusted, just throws his hand across the table.
Oh, he kept his hand blind.
He didn't even see what the 4 cards were. That was a pretty good blind keep.
Pretty good hand, actually.
Wow, that was a pretty good blind keep.
And we're going to play a Creeping Tar Pit and pass the turn back over to Kyle, who will take a draw.
Kyle's deck has Hymn to Torek and Liliana. It looks like he has the Liliana. Not sure he has the Hymn to Torek.
And Spirit Labyrinth in his hand as well.
Yeah, Spirit, pretty good against Ponder Brainstorm deck.
Going to start by sacrificing 2 fetch lands and Marsh Flats and a Windswept Heath. Gonna go get a Scrubble. That was pretty funny, I gotta say.
I like the blind keep Thoughtseize. All right, go ahead. We'll both look at our hand the first time.
Gonna go get a Bayou as well. Again, the green splash here is pretty small. Enables deck. Abrupt Decay in the main. A couple of sideboard cards. Nothing major, however. Also, of course, the green end on Deathrite Shaman. And this is going to be a Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Wow, it looks like Kyle has a Wasteland as well. So, ooh, we could be seeing Wasteland or Liliana next turn. Tough spot for Adam here.
Gonna play a Flooded Strand, pass it back.
At least he has mana. At least he has
mana.
mana.
He's got plenty of that, it looks like.
So you don't like to be in top deck mode from turn 1, but nevertheless, it's like he's still got a chance.
In comes the Spirit of the Labyrinth, card from Born of the Gods. We thought would make a little bit more noise in the Legacy format. It hasn't made a ton, but it is attacking for 3 right now. Abell considering playing his Liliana, maybe just passing the turn back. Doesn't want to get hit by a Spell Pierce or something like that Adam may have top deck. It's always this interesting situation when your opponent has mulliganed a ton and you have such an advantage. I mean, Yurchik mulliganed to 4 here and got Thoughtseize on turn 1. You know, can you play with Reckless Abandon and not have to play around things anymore?
Yeah, you really don't want to throw away an opportunity like this. When you're on the play, your opponent mulligans to 4 and you Thoughtseize them, the worst thing that you can the worst feeling is that you throw it away somehow and you kind of give them a way to get back into it.
Liliana will resolve. It's going to tick up. Yurchik discards a Supreme Verdict. Kyle discards Swords to Plowshares. Yurchik does draw a card for the turn. We'll see what he has to play here, if anything. He knows he's going to be losing his cards very quickly. He's just going to play a Marsh Flats and pass the turn back over to Abell, who will untap. He will take a draw. It's a copy of Umezawa's Jite. He also has a Batter Skull and Swords here. I think it's very realistic that he doesn't tick up Liliana at all this turn, but he is going to reach in.
Well, the tricky thing here is he has to be wary of Vendilion Click. Like, Vendilion Click is a card that can come down here. It could block the Labyrinth, or you could potentially attack Liliana next turn. So, I don't know. I think you might want to Wasteland first, but it looks like he wants to get the Jite. Because if you Wasteland first, you could actually put the pressure on Adam to say, okay, well, if you have Vendilion Click, you have to cast it now.
Wasteland going to take care of that Creeping Tar Pit. In comes the Spirit of the Labyrinth. Yurchik draws his card for the turn.
Yeah, Vendilion Click would have been huge there because of the Spirit of the Labyrinth. But yeah, now Jite on Labyrinth.
Kyle draws a card. It's a Sword of Fire and Ice. Adam's going to discard a Polluted Delta. Jite is going to go equipping on the Spirit of the Labyrinth. Going to come across with 3 more. Yurchik goes down to 11. 2 charge counters on the Jite. Yurchik draws a card for the turn, and he's going to pick up his lands and everything else. Draws a copy of Treant Nemesis. That's not going to help because of Liliana, and Kyle Abell's going to win this match over Adam Yurchik. 2 games, 2-1. Junkblade getting the job done on a mulligan to 4 from Esper Deathblade.
Wow. So
it's magic. These things happen.
It's magic. Yeah. What are you going to do?
Not the best time to mulligan to 4, but hey, when is a good time? That's what I say.
It's better than when you're playing for top 8. So you still got a shot. You still got a shot.
We're going to